careful, okay? You need a light so you can come back over.
Yeah, there you go. So you can see in darkness.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need you to be a victim, we can talk about it.
What they gave you?
We have some items on the floor. There's a couple green lights, a red light, candles. Do you know what those can do? You can shut them off by walking up there. Is there a door to the dances here that they know? Thank you. Can we play us some music?
There's one.
Did you play in a band?
Do you have another REM pod behind you?
I don't know where they're getting another one.
Bring a flashlight. Be careful.
Oh yeah, give them.
Yeah, I guess some light. Oh, they got it.
We'd love to hear you say something to us.
Actually, I'm gonna run downstairs.
Were you part of the VFW?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna. Can you just point it that way so I go by the stairs?
You're good.
I gotta go get my flashlight.
I know, right? So we should go so fast. We've seen her get up how fast. She's out. Is she downstairs? I can't tell. I know. It's because he likes his girl. Oh my god. That's what she was. She's like, I know you guys are going out. She's like, you can hear her. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Rich face. That's funny. That's no, it's not recording. Yes, it is. It's recording my phone. See? Don't move it around. Still on. Oh, here, keep it still. You gotta move it around.
Okay, go ahead and press play.
Here, I'm gonna give you the camera. Here. Here, I'm gonna go.
What I usually think about is, especially doing communication for so long, there are residual energies, pretty much things that happen without really them noticing that you're noticing them. That's just imprinted in the environment. And then there's spirits, like a conscious entity or person that will actually come and visit because we're talking about them, we're interested in them, you want to know what we're doing, so they tend to visit. I don't necessarily think that 90% of them are stuck, trapped there.
They just have like a strong tie to the
They
place.
have a strong tie to the place. It could have been a happy place. Maybe they feel responsible.
You're right. Maybe he did feel responsible still
for
to
this place.
That makes sense.
Him a lot. And some of the activities that he used to do, as far as making sure the door shut, making sure things were in their right place.
Yes. He was a military guy.
If you start talking about them, they tend to kind of do things like the,
Yeah, and he said his name earlier. He said his name horrible, like portrait.
Not only that, but there were thousands of people in and out of here for many years that enjoyed this place, like schools, community centers, theaters. They all have some sort of activity because it was a happy place. People love to enjoy themselves here. So they'll come if we're talking about them and trying to conjure them in a sense.
That's usually Orville. When you talk about him, he'll make an appearance. And now that we're talking about Bo, you know, he even more so. This one.
Anybody get anything? It's unusual? No? Nothing? Well, that's why I feel probably continue to do that. Usually 1 out of 6 or 7 you get something. And I like to do the little short ones because they're easy to listen to immediately. If you do the long ones, you have to get bored and then you miss things trying to listen to that. That's how you do it. Now that it's dark, be sure and take a lot of pictures in the dark. I'm going to give you guys a special and I'm going to turn on the spirit box. These are pretty amazing. They tend to use energy from these pretty easily. You get a lot of radio kind of zipping through. Did she explain, anybody explain what these spirit boxes do? It's just a radio. That's all it is. But they have it set to where it zips through the radio stations at 300 times a minute. So you get that. Now and then, you're going to hear bits and pieces of radio. Unless it makes sense, answers a question, says hi, hello, a name, something like that, I just ignore all the other stuff. If it's part of a word, it's just something zipping by usually. So I'm going to put this down here. This is asking questions, what I want you to do is kind of scan the room really slowly, and if you see, or you can see them, usually the spirit words will pop up as a cool or dark creatures and highly not necessarily more. From the shadow of God, and the lift of God. Just kind of scan really slowly, and then if you trigger it, something that you so look, we'll ask some more questions. It kind of gets mundane and monotonous. You tend to ask the same questions over and over again, but the more you press them, the more they tend to want to come in and say hello. If anyone in spirit is in the building with us right now, can you say hello? Acknowledge that you're here with us. What if our meters go off? Can you touch somebody on the way? Anybody here play piano? Yes? You hear that? Just a yes. That was a nice and clear yes. Can you play a couple notes of the piano for us right now, sir? We'd love to hear it. Where was the stage? Where did you actually play music? Was it upstairs? Can you say that again? I didn't quite hear that. Was it upstairs you played music?
No, it didn't say yes. The head said, "Who are you?"